Will crypto return to China? Big question here. And it's important because China is such a huge, huge population. It would be great to have those people being able to invest in cryptocurrency. Now, China's been very wishy washy on their stances when it comes to crypto. It's illegal, it's not illegal. You can mine, you can't mine. It's been back and forth. Right now, technically, crypto is illegal, but the Tron CEO, Justin Sun, of course, heading up the Tron project, which has been performing actually pretty well here in 2022, given everything we've seen here in the markets. Sun believes that crypto will return again to China, and here's why. We're going to get into it in this video and break it down. If you like a different variety of crypto content, I'm here every single day for you. Would greatly appreciate it if you subscribe down below and help us out by smashing that like button. So let's dive in here. The Tron CEO believes crypto will return to China, and here is why. So there was a Bloomberg interview where Justin Sun was featured talking about the crypto industry, talking about where he sees the industry going, and also talking about the global cryptocurrency crackdown when it comes to regulation. Now, according to Sun, it's one of the best times to return to the cryptocurrency market, considering the state of most assets. Everything is depreciated, which has reached their, which many assets have reached their bottoms because of the unpleasant market conditions. And again, that monetary policy tightening in the United States. Now, again, China's complicated relationship with crypto, it's been very, very wishy-washy to say the least. Now, Sun believes that the country will become friendlier toward cryptocurrencies despite being anti-Bitcoin and anti-mining right now. However, the co-founder of Tron believes in the easing of the anti-crypto narrative ahead of the implementation of central bank digital currencies. Tron founder Justin Sun does think China will eventually come around. However, most cryptocurrency and decentralization enthusiasts do not believe CBDC will be safe to use, and countries like China will simply use it as an alternative for regular digital currencies. Speaking of Tron and Justin Sun, Sun announced that he was joining one of the biggest centralized exchanges in the world as part of an advisory board. That's Huobi. Earlier, he shared that Huobi's utility token is a large part of his portfolio, and he has been actively accumulating it since its genesis. Now, many people thought originally that Justin Sun was going to go buy Huobi, but instead he is part of the advisory board. Both of those news and additional purchasing caused a massive 100% rally on HT, which reached a local high of $8. The active profit taking caused a 10% correction to Huobi token, but the nature of the reversal is purely technical and is not yet clear if the rally on HT is over or not. But speaking up to Tron's point here about China, I do think it's a good point that China obviously wants control of a CBDC in the country or a digital yen. Is that? I think that's their currency, right? Am I right about that? Yeah. So it's going to be fascinating to watch. I do think eventually economies that don't adopt crypto and blockchain are going to be left behind. I think everybody is going to get on board with it at some point, but countries have different opinions on how they should regulate it, right? China's stance is very different than a lot of stances in Europe and Latin America. And it also has to do with where that country is standing economically, right? So it's an interesting point, but I want to open it up to you guys. Do you think China will eventually reverse field and be more open to both Bitcoin mining and cryptocurrency? Again, it would be great to have them on board because we're talking about, one of the largest countries in the world, them right next to India, and the population there is huge. When we talk about global crypto adoption, we want everybody on board to help this market grow. So, I do think they're going to play their cards right kind of slowly but surely and see what the United States does, see what other countries do, see how it works when it comes to CBDCs. But eventually, I agree with Justin Sun that crypto will probably we'll probably read a headline in the future. China reverses field on crypto and it's back, right? Something like that. But it's a fascinating thing to consider and to talk about. Many countries are already going all in, right? The United States, while there hasn't been any talk about outright banning crypto, I do think they're just waiting until they get some kind of plan together when it comes to regulation. So that's what I've got for you here in the video. Thank you so much for popping in. Appreciate it. And let me know what you think about this down below. Appreciate it. And we'll see you in the next video.